Today's going to be an arm workout to specifically target our bicep, which is that muscle on the top inside of our arm. And then we're going to target the tricep as well, which if you extend your arm and then you feel back here, it's that muscle on the back side of your arm. We're also going to be working the tops of our shoulders, a little bit on the insides of our rib cage and underneath near where our armpits are. We're going to be working those side muscles, and we're also going to be working a tiny bit of the chest, which is our pectoral muscles, and some of our upper and lower abdominal sections, which is kind of this midsection right around here. Anytime we do full body weight exercises like a push-up or a plank, that actually works all of these muscles together. So when you're doing those full body exercises, even if you're specifically thinking about your arms or your abs in that, you really want to be thinking of bringing it all together in full alignment. So this exercise routine has some specific isolating exercises to work certain muscles, but it also has some full body exercises so that you start to feel the alignment between the whole body and really starting to feel all of it working together in the right way and with your body in the right positions so that you're working your body in the healthiest way possible. And I'm going to be using a set of 5-pound weights for this video. I would say you can use anywhere from 2 pounds to 5 pounds. I would suggest probably if you can do it 3 or 5. 5 is a little bit more challenging for some particular exercises. So if you need to start out with the 3 and then move up to the 5 slowly, that is super great. I would suggest it. So just start out with the 3 and then see where you go from there. See how things work out. I have laid my mats. I'm using 2, and I've laid 2 of them over the top of each other. But the reason for that is just because I am actually going to be shifting from different positions so that you can see different views of the way that my posture is looking in different exercises. So I want you to be able to see the different angles just so that you can find how that feels in your body and get a better view of what it looks like. But you don't have to have 2 mats, and you don't even have to shift positions when I shift positions. I'm just doing it so that it is the maximum view for you to be able to utilize. So I'm going to keep my weights off to the side over here for now, because we're going to stand up and just start getting our bodies warm, and then we'll jump into the rest, more of the weight training parts of the workout. So let's go ahead and get some water, have some water by you so that if you need a quick drink in between, you can do that. And let's jump to our feet and we'll get started. All right, so first thing we're going to start with, we're going to go ahead and start with our feet centered. And you don't have to be on your mat, it doesn't matter. This is just the beginning, just to warm up our bodies. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to just take a big step out to the side, and your goal is to try to get as far to one side of the mat as the other, or as far to one side of the screen as the other. Stepping out as far as you can, thinking of lifting in these deep abs and in your rib cage, all through here. Lifting in, you're thinking of pulling it into your spine, pull that tummy into your spine, and then lift the belly button into your rib cage. This engages our core muscles, engages our abdominals for a nice flat tummy. Here we go. 2. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2, 3. Just getting the full body going. 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to add the arms, opening like a flying squirrel every time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with a little jump. 8, and 1, 2, 3. Push it. Get as far as you can. 7, 8. Good. Just to get the whole body moving. Take a nice stance with about your feet are a little further than hips width apart here, and you're just going to bend your knees and go ahead and circle your arm forward, curving through your back, bringing the tummy in, again, against the spine. Bringing it in, bringing it back out. Bringing it in, curving your hips under. Here we don't want to stick our hips out. You want to tuck your hips underneath, using the abs, lifting them in order to tuck your hips underneath. Circle it around. And then you're going to wait here. Circling it around. Reaching out to the back as far as you can. Get that twist. Circle it. And twist. Circle it. Circle. And twist. 4 more. 1. 4 more. Out. In. This is 2. 3. Out. Reaching out of those legs when you reach back. Reach, reach, reach. Other side. Here we go. I'll actually stay here so you can see the angle from the other side with the other arm. So you're reaching in, tucking those hips under, reaching, pulling through the abs, pulling through the back, pulling through the arm. Reach, and curve, reach it back. Reach, curve it back, keeping those hips tucked underneath you. Reach, back, and reach, and back. Reach, back, reaching, reach, stretch, feel the stretch, back, reach, back. This is both strengthening and stretching for your spine, which is what helps create long, lean muscles instead of big, bulky ones. Reach in, reach back out. Awesome. From here, we're going to turn back. You don't have to turn. I'm just shifting. From here, we're going to stay in this wide stance, and we're just going to do a couple little warm-ups that kind of imitate throwing a ball. So we're just going to do this one, throwing a ball, like you're throwing a baseball. And go ahead and bend your knees to get a little extra in those knees, lifting those abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, lifting in that tummy, and 4, lifting the belly button up toward the rib cage, 7, 8, and from here you're going to switch to a frisbee. You have an imaginary frisbee in your hand. You're going to bend your knees, curve around, and throw as far as you can. Throw. 2, shifting on your legs as you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, out, 2, 1. Woo, awesome. Shake that out really super quick. We're going to pretend you have a baseball bat, and you're going to have the baseball bat here. This is all for the shifting of the spine and for the warming up of this whole core, this whole abdominal core area. We're going to warm that up with tender plank softball. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, swinging the bat, 6, 7, 8, lifting in the tummy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Good job. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to actually hit a ball that way or throw a frisbee that way because you probably would miss and epically fail at your aim. So, the point of these, using the ball or the frisbee or the bat, is just a visual to imagine the position that we're taking, but we're really working through it in a different way than you would if you were doing the real action. So this is allowing us to move in the body and to warm up the muscles and do it in a slow, sort of sustained way that has a lot of crossing back and forth, because all of that crossing is what gives us the really, really long, lean, toned, mobile type of strength. It's not just like a fixed, set, tough type of strength. Okay, so from here, We're just going to do a couple more warm-up exercises. First, this one is for our abs and just getting a little bit of our back and hips warmed up here. Our whole midsection core. We're going to bend our knees just a little, and you're going to tuck. You're lifting your abs to tuck your hips underneath. Lifting the abs is what brings the hips under. It's like a pulley. And you're going to press out, bring it under. Out, bring it under. These muscles are really important to loosen up. They get so tight on us. Because so many people in our culture sit a lot. And so when we sit a lot, the same muscles are always working and the same muscles are always weak. So we have to get these muscles moving. Okay, awesome. You're going to tuck and bring the arms in. Bring in. In. Press it out. Bring it in. Press it out. Bring it in. Pressing it out. It's like you are pulling on a resistance band, and you're pulling it into you, and then stretching it out. Pulling it in. Here you're really thinking of working inside those shoulder blades and that rib cage up here. You're bringing it in, and then opening it as wide as you can. Bringing it in, opening it wide, bringing it in, opening it wide. Open. Just a few shoulder circles. Ready? Shoulder circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circling. You can get the elbows involved. 6, 7, 8. You're just going to take your shoulders forward. From here, we're going to go shoulders forward, back, and your chest. It's probably going to look like it's popping out because your shoulders are pulling back. Shoulders forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Shoulders up and down, away from the ears. To the ears, away from the ears. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And up and down. We're just going to do a little circle, more of a square, I guess, because you're going to go point the shoulders back, lift them up, point them forward, and then down. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward, down. It's like you're drawing a line between all of the different positions. Down, back, up, forward, down. Lifting it, reverse. Down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, and down, forward, up, and back, and down, and forward. Awesome. That is what gives us this full range of motion in our circles. So you kind of take that square, from where we had it slow, we turned it into a nice couple circles to finish getting those shoulders super, super, super warm. Awesome. From the ground, really quick, we're just going to get our wrists warm. So go ahead and do jazz hands. Shake your jazz hands just to kind of start getting those wrists warm. Nice. Do a nice karate chop here for a little bit. Good, good, good. Play the piano. And this is all warming up our fingers, our hands, our wrists, and our forearms a little bit even. Surprisingly. Okay, so from here, shake it out. And we're going to make two fists. We're going to put them on the ground in front of us. And we're going to go ahead and just put them on the dark surface so you can see a little better. We're just going to open our hands, so the backs of our hands are flat, and then roll them back up. Open, roll them back up. Open, roll them back up. 3 and 4. I'm also going to turn to the side so you can see it from this angle. So we're opening our palms, rolling back up. You can change how much weight you have on your hands by sitting a little further back on your heels. That's easier. If you have a little more strength that you feel like you can take in your forearms and wrists, you can go to almost a full hands in this position. So just a couple more here. 2, you. So from here, I'll actually stay here. You're going to put your hands flat. This is warming up our wrists and our forearms again. You're just going to lift up so that you're pressing up on your fingers and bending at the finger joint and then reaching down. Up, down. Up, 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 and up. Flip the palms, flip the fingers, so the fingers are pointing back to you now, palms are still on the ground, and lift the heel of the hand, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Awesome. The last couple here, we're going to do 8 with the hands facing straight side. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and flipping them towards each other. We do 1, 2, 3. They're like little hand push-ups. 5, 6, and 7, 8. Awesome. Shake it out. Take a little lift in the tummy here. Curl it in. You're lifting your tummy, thinking of lifting this tummy in towards your spine, pressing it up into the spine, into the ceiling, closing your rib cage. Excellent. And then from here, you're letting the tummy soften and rest, and letting the head and the hips, the tailbone, point up to the ceiling. Just do a couple of these here. Blow it out. In and out. Awesome. Shake it out. Great. Okay. We're pretty much warmed up and ready to start the workout portion. More intensive stuff. Okay, so we're going to do the standing portion first. We just do that once through, get it done, and then we'll go to the floor and do some repeated circuit style exercises. So we're going to start here. Reaching our hands, again, it doesn't matter if you're on your mat or just standing, so you can just stand wherever it kind of works for you. I'm kind of half my feet are on, half my feet are off. But you want your feet to be fairly wide apart and slightly turned into the corner, so they're not facing straight on. They're just kind of on the corner. You're going to reach your hands up, reaching out and away from you. Those shoulders are pulling down, sinking down from your ears, reaching out, pulling the arms away, trying to touch opposite walls. And you're going to flip the palms as far back as you can, and then as far forward as you can. Back, forward. Lifting in that tummy, keeping the belly button reaching in toward the spine, and lifting up, imagining that it's trying to like lift into your rib cage. Still twisting. Remember, our elbows are completely straight here, and we want to be like a flat T. You don't want to be too high up or too high down. You want to be right here, flat T. So make sure that your arms are straight out from your shoulders. 2, 3, 4. Good. Keep lifting in that tummy, strong through the legs. Awesome. Reaching out, one more set of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, don't put your arms down. Flip the palms up. Press away, pressing against the wall still, but your palms are flexing up, okay? They look like this. Good. From here, you're going to do the same movement, but rotating back. 2, with the palms up. 4, 5, 6. It's going to feel weird. You got to keep those elbows straight and just flex them as far back as you can. If this is as far as you can go with your hands, and tilting this way so you can see against the white background. If that's as far as you can go, or that's okay, but get as far as you can. You're going to go back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaching out, lifting in the tummy. 2, 3, 4. Bringing that tummy in toward the spine. Nice and long, flat tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Last set of 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to do arm circles. So you're flattening the hands again. You're going to circle your arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, making them bigger. 6, 7, 8, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reaching out, lifting the tummy in toward the spine. Moving forward now. 2, 3. Pressing the arms. 5, 6. Lifting in that tummy. 8. Bringing the tummy in toward the spine. 3. Keeping a strong tummy here is going to help you. It's not just about using your tummy in the ab exercises. Strong tummy in your arm exercises too is going to help you keep that tummy lifted no matter what exercise you're doing and no matter what you're doing in your normal daily life. We did more than 16 now, so we can stop. Okay, from here, we're reaching up, and you're going to pull down, up, and press down. Now, this is not passive. We're pulling tight, 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 tight. Imagine that you're pulling a rubber band down from the ceiling, so it's hard to pull. You're making your muscles have to work. And then you press down, imagining that you're pressing against some sort of thick pillows that are hard to push down. Pressing, pulling, and press. Pull the rubber band tight, and press down on something really big, thick and dense. Pull, press down, thick and dense. Pull, press down, keeping that tummy in towards the spine. Pull, press down, pull, press down, and pull. Press, pull, press. Lifting in that tummy, strong legs. Pull, and press. Pull it tight. 4 more. Press down. Pull it as tight as you can. Make those muscles work like Superman. And pull. Press down. Pull it tight, 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 tight. Press down. You're going to pull front. So here, I'm going to get closer so that you can see. We're going to actually bend and shift on our legs now. So keep your arms up. And we're going to go pull and open. Pull and open. You're pressing it back. So now you're pulling on rubber bands. Oh. Press it open. Pull. Press it open. 8 of them. There's 4 more. We did 4. Press it open. Pull. Press it open. Pull, 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 pull. Press it open. And pull, 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 pull. Press it open. Other side. Pull, pull. Tight. Press it open. Pull it. Pull it. Make it hard. Press it open. Pull. Press it open. Push yourself. Pull. Press it open. After this, there's 4 more. Muscles. Make it tight. Pull. Pull it tight. Go. Pull it tight, 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 and go. Awesome. Woo! Okay, shake that out really quick just for a second. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good. So from here, we're just going to do a couple little toning standing exercises for, again, the arms and the abs and core. So from here, you're going to reach one arm up, and you're going to turn into a lunge, reaching it up behind you, reaching, lifting that tummy in. The tummy has to be strong here, lifting towards the spine. Your tummy is pressing in back towards the spine. It's not pushing out, it's pressing in. You reach forward, and then windmill it up. Windmill the arms. Forward. Windmill the arms. Good. Forward. Windmill the arms. Forward. Windmill the arms. Last time on this side. Forward. And we're going to change to the other side. Lunge here. Reaching down. Lifting the back arm up. Reaching out of that shoulder. Bringing that tummy in. Not out. Not pushing the tummy out. bringing it in. Press. Reach. Press. And reach. Press, reaching away. Lifting in that tummy to support you. Tummy has to support you. And press. And reaching up. Awesome. Good. That was the standing portion. We're going to go down to the ground. And now you can go ahead and grab your hand weights / dumbbells. Okay, so from here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands and knees position. Alright, so from here, you're going to bring one knee up, and you're kind of just here on one knee, the other leg is lifting here. You're really thinking of, again, this abdominal area, the upper and the lower. All of this here is wrapping around you to bring your belly button in towards your spine. So you're finding that strength to pull the strength in, and that's going to help lift and tuck your bum underneath you. So you really want this. It's a strong position. You want to be here. It's going to help strengthen your body, create the right posture. Okay? So we're going to be here, strong, strong. Belly button is now, it's strong and wrapped, and now it's lifting into your rib cage. Those are the images you want to think of. And from here, you really only need one dumbbell for now, because we're going to be on one knee, and if your knee hurts, mine actually hurts a little bit here. So if you're going to, I'm going to mention this, in case your knee is hurting, you are free to go ahead and grab a little pillow or something like that for your knee, because you are going to be here for a little while. So you can if you want it. So from here, lifting in those abs, reaching through, you're just reaching up through your legs, nice and long, and then you're going to go ahead and starting low to where your arm is almost completely straight, you're going to bend, use this bicep to bring that weight into you, and then bring it in as far as you can bring it in, as far as you can go, and then lower it down nice and slow. Hold it here for 2 seconds, and then lower it down to nearly straight. Bring it in, down, hold it, 1 and 2. Lower, down, good, use that bicep, in, pull it in, down, hold 2, 1, 2, lower, down, again, in all the way, hold it, 1, 2, lower, down, and a 1, in, lower, hold it, for 1, 2, lower it down, and use that bicep, bring it in, keeping those shoulders reaching away from the ears. Get it all the way in there, lower it down, up, lower, hold, and down, up, lower, down, and up, lower, down, up, lower, down, lift it, lower, down, lift, lower, down, lift, awesome, lower, down, lift, lower, down, lift, lower, down. 4 more of them. Lift in, lower, and down. Lift in, lower, and down. Lift it in, lower. Last one after this. Down. Last one. Use that bicep. Get it in. Lower, hold, and down. Awesome. Turn it around to the other knee. Woohoo! Okay, so take note. Good thing for us to take note of all together. When we are on our knee, you want to have the opposite hand with the weight as the foot that's in the front. So if my left knee is in front, I'm using my right hand so that I don't have the same foot in front, and then I would be like crashing into my knee. So you want to have opposite. Cool. Okay. So starting from the bottom, your arm is almost completely straight. Not necessarily completely, because some people are double jointed and that starts to get a little too much into those double joints. But stay almost completely straight when you start out. Lifting that tummy, lifting it in, lifting it in. So if you want to think of, you can think of like the wrapping. I like the idea of the wrapping sensation. All of your muscles are wrapping around you. I think that's a good image. Some people like to think of sucking in, but if you think of sucking, that usually tends to take your breath away, and we need our breath. So think of the muscle part wrapping in and tightening in around you. So think of that tightening in, and the rib cage is closing and tightening in as well. The belly button is lifting up into those ribs. So you're thinking of your stomach lifting up, okay? From here, bicep, in. Sorry, I forgot we got to hold. 1, 2, and down. There we go. Bring it all the way in. Lower. Hold it for 1, 2. Lower, down. Lifting that tummy. Long legs. In. Bring it all the way up. Lower. Hold it for 1, 2. Lower, down. All right. In and lower. All the way. Nice and slow. In. Good. And lower. All the way. Nice and slow. In. Lower. Nice and slow. Awesome. In. Lower. Nice and slow. Great. And in. Lower. Down. In. Keeping those shoulders reaching away from the ears. Down. In. Lower. 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 Down. 4 more. Keeping those shoulders reaching away, keeping the abs lifted. In. Wrapping around you. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. Last 2. Get all the way in. Lower and down. All the way in. Lower and down. Beautiful. Okay. Shake that out for a second. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. We're actually just going to go straight in to the other side. Okay? Straight in again. So we're doing this. We're actually doing it 3 times through. So get ready. Here we go. If you get tired, deep breath. Deep, deep breath. Breath helps us. Breath is what brings oxygen to our muscles. So from here, just a very slight bend in the arm. And here we go. Going a little faster. In. Hold. In. Hold it here. In. Down and in. Lifting in that tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting deep into those abs as you lift. Deep into that bicep as you curl. Keep going. Try to stay with my pace. Get all the way in. 4 more after this one. Here we go. In. Just 4 more. In. This is the last 2. All the way in. Down. Woo. You're awesome. Flipping it around to the other side. Nice and quick. Keeping ourselves moving. we go. Half bend. Well, not even half bend. Barely bend. Here we go. Get it all the way in toward you. Shoulders reaching away from the ears. Abs are wrapping around you. Awesome. Get it all the way in there. Hold. Get it in. Get it in. In. This one's harder for me to get in on. Usually you'll have an arm that's a little harder. Get it all the way in there, though. In. And in. Awesome. Keep going. In. And in. Lifting in the lats. And in. 4 more after this one. Hold. Down. In. Hold it, hold it. Down. In. Hold it, hold it. Down. In. Hold it, hold it. Down. Last one. Lower. Down. Awesome. Okay. Flip around for one more time. This is the champion round, okay? Here we go. Lifting nice and tall on those hips. Here we go. Opposite arm is leg. And in. Lengthen. Down. You can even let the hips fall forward a little to get more of a stretch through that. So as in. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Hold. Down. In. Hold. Down. And in. Hold. Down. In. Hold. Down. In. Hold. Down. In. Thinking of lowering. Keeping those shoulders low. In. Low. Down. In. Low. Down. In. Lower. Down. Lifting straight and tall. In. Lower. 4 more. And in. Lower. Down. 3. Down. Just 2. Lower. Down. If you're tired, breathe. Lower. Down. Other side. You're almost done with this specific exercise. Here we go. Ready? In. Lower. Down. Use the muscle. In. Lower. Down. You're like Black Widow or Wonder Woman. You're epic. Lower. Down. Lifting that tummy. Lifting the tummy. Up to you. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. You can even feel, put your hand there. You can feel your muscle moving. It's fun. You can feel it getting stronger. Down. Keep that shoulder lower. Down. In. All the way in. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. In. Lower. Down. And in. Lower. Down. Almost there. Just 4 more. Down. In. Lower. Down. There you go. And in. Lower. Down. In. Last one. Down. Woo! Oh, awesome. Shake that out. Woo! Good. Give it a good shake. Go ahead and stretch your hands, stretch your arms for a second. Pull over and across. Over and across. Good. Awesome. Up and over a little bit. Just a little bit. Great. Okay, so from here we're going to the triceps. back muscle. We just did the bicep, now we're doing the tricep. Here we go. From here, this one's a little different. You don't have to turn back and forth as much. We're actually just going to go like this. With our knees, we're on our knees. We're going to be here. You're lifting in your tummy still. The tummy is tucking in, wrapping in. Use those muscles to wrap them around you, and your rib cage is closing, and you're leaning forward. So the tummy can't just pooch out. We have to use those muscles and wrap them around ourselves. So we're doing that, really wrapping with our abs as we lean forward a little bit. This is going to really help engage our tricep muscles because we can get a little more leverage here. So we're going to pull our arms up, get our elbows as far back as we can get them while in this position. And so as far back as they go, you're going to extend from there. 2. Awesome. 3. Here's 4. And 5. We're going to do 20. 6. 7. Keeping those elbows as far back as they'll go. And just extending the arms on there. Keep going. Lifting that tummy. Lifting that tummy. Tuck it in. Good. Go. This is 19 and 20. Woo! Good. Shake out the hands. This is where our muscles will start getting tighter because we're working them a lot and they start getting tired. So I just want to help you keep yourself from getting too tense. I'm going to go ahead and put one ear to one shoulder and the other ear to the other shoulder. Take one big deep breath. Release the tension. Awesome. One more time. 2 more times actually, but almost there. 3 times. Okay, here we go. So this is the second time. You already did it once. 1. Lifting in that tummy. Leaning forward slightly. 4. And 5. Lifting in that tummy. Long back. Keep going. Alright, and 10. Lifting those elbows behind you. 6. Here's 5. 4. 3. Really getting in those triceps. 1. 0. Woo! Good. Lift them up. Go ahead and tilt side to side. Stretch them out a little. Woo. Woo. If you need to yawn or deep breathe, that's okay here because, in my opinion, it's just getting more oxygen. More oxygen to the body, the better. Last set. Ready? Okay, from here, if you want to see from the front, just for the fun of it, we're here, holding our arms back behind us, lifting in that tummy, leaning just a little forward, and we're going to reach straight back. 2. Keeping those elbows as far back as you can. This is the last set. 8, 9, this is 10. 10 more. 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Lifting in that tummy, using those abs to hold you up. 2, 1, 0. Woo! Good job. Shake that out. Oh, yes. So good. Awesome. We're going to take a break from some of the more weight-based arm exercises just for a second because our arms. All right, go ahead and take a quick water break so that you don't get dehydrated. All right, and one back. We are going to do a 1-minute plank. So I'm setting our timer right now. And you can see my face. I'm setting our timer right now for a 1-minute plank. Okay, here we go. So go ahead, get on your hands and knees, get in the plank position. And if you can, try to actually do your plank with your palms up. That is the best way to get the most correct posture and the most engagement for your abs, your core, your center, your whole stomach and back section, all of that. Backs of your hands on the ground if you can. If you must, palms on the ground are totally fine. Or another variation is to just do it from here. That's totally fine too. But remember the goal, we're not going yet, I'm just showing you. The goal is to keep your stomach, I'm even going to tuck myself in so you can see the abs working a little better right here. Really thinking of lifting that. Lifting of those abs. Lifting. My shirt's bagging a little bit, so you can't tell fully, but I hope you can see that you're really fighting to keep that flat belly and to keep your hips from lifting. You don't want to lift, you want to be as flat as a plank as you possibly can, reaching out, okay? So whether you're down here or up there, you're going for that same idea of a flat plank, okay? Try to tuck my shirt in a tiny bit more so you can really see that posture goal. And then we're going to go and go. I will tell you when to come out of it. Fight for it. Good. Hold. Awesome. You're thinking of a nice long neck too. You don't want to tighten your neck. You're pressing through the floor with your shoulders pressing out of the floor. Arms are really pressing against it. You're engaging your glutes, which is your butt muscles, and your leg muscles to hold yourself here. Okay? Long head. It's okay if you shake here. I usually shake, but that means I'm using my muscles. So fight for it, fight for it. Awesome, awesome. Keep fighting. Good. Lengthen out. Use those abs. Fight for it. You don't have much longer. You only have 10 seconds. Hold it here. You're so close. Lift. Wrap it around. Don't let it go. And you're done. Awesome. That one gets me. Great job. That was so good. Okay. That was an ab exercise for our middle, our stomach, and our core. We're going to do a second ab exercise before we move to the dumbbells again. For this one, reach out. This is just to get us to the ground, but you're still going to use your abs even to get onto the ground. Pull your abs into your belly like a banana. You're going to bring them in like a banana, tucking them in, lowering slow, trying to make it so that your lower back is the first thing, mid back is the second thing, and then your upper back can touch, and then your head can touch. Okay, you're on the ground. Good. That's a good way to get our abs beginning to engage before we do more specific ab work. So here we have our legs in tabletop. This is called tabletop because it's like you're making a flat table with your shins. And you have just a straight up and down angle with your legs. It's like you're going straight into the sky. You're going to put your hands underneath your hips because this helps our tummies. It gives our tummies a little bit of an extra reverse curve to keep our backs on the ground. We want our backs to feel like they're on the ground the entire time, keeping the tummy pressed into the floor. Okay, so our backs is pressing the whole time, and the tummy is flattening into the ground. You're just going to lower your toes, keeping the tummy pressed into the ground, and then lift it back up. Lower the toes, keep the tummy pressed into the ground, back up. Lower, and up. Lower, and up. Lower, and up. Really feel that tummy working. Back pressed into the ground, tummy pressed into the ground. Up, lower, and up. This is for your lower abs and your upper abs and your deep, deep abs. Lower, and up. Lower. You have a lot of ab muscles. Lower. We want to work all of them. lower, and up, lower, keep going, up. After this one, you'll have four more. Ready? 1, lift, 2, lift, keeping those back muscles pressed into the ground and the tummy muscles pressed into the ground. Lower, lift, last one. Use the abs to lift. Press them into the ground. Woo! Good job. All right, so good. I'm going to give you a quick second. We're going to stretch those back muscles by doing a nice upward facing dog. Lifting, lifting, up. Pressing the chest forward. Reaching out of the arms. And the head's not lifting to the ceiling. The head is just, the chin is barely reaching out with the chest. Lifting, reaching out. Stretching those abdominal muscles. Okay. Good. All right. So we're back to one of these, babies. You can totally do this from here. You can do it from standing, whatever you want to do. I am going to do it. Let's see if you can actually see me from this view. I didn't think so. I'm going to do it sitting. I'm going to do it here just for the sake of you being able to see my whole body. You can do it wherever you want, standing or underneath. You're going to keep the shoulders way down, away from the ears. You don't want them to go up here in this exercise. So the shoulders are pulling away from the ears toward the ground. And what you're doing is you're going to reach the arms side, keeping them straight, and then lowering them back down again. From this angle, it looks like this, side and back down. All right, so we're going to do 3 sets of 20 together. Here we go. Side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting down, 10, 9, you're more than halfway, this is 7, lifting in the tummy, remember, you're wrapping the tummy around, lifting the tummy, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, for our shoulders, we're going to go ahead and take a downward facing dog. Reaching out of that downward facing dog. Hold it here. You can tread through the feet a little bit to get an extra stretch through the calf. But this is really something to just sink into your shoulders. Since you're working your shoulders really hard, now you get to release and stretch them. Awesome. Okay, come back down. We go again. Here we go, ready? And I'm going to face the front this time. Here we go. Shoulders down, out, and in. I'm lifting my tummy in. Lifting my tummy in towards my spine. If you want to think of sucking it in, you can. But you've got to keep breathing. I like to think of lengthening my tummy, making it lifted and long. Keep going. Lifting under those armpits, lifting in the rib cage. Good. 4 more. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo! Good. Woo, with the 5-pounders, I really feel it. Awesome. From here, instead of the downward dog, you're going to come to here, arms, and you're going to go ahead and just relax into that. It's okay if you don't go super far. You can be here. You just want to feel that stretch in your shoulders. Good. Okay. Come up. Last 10. Here we go. You have the 5-pounders. This might be really difficult, so just give it your best. Take it slower if you need to with the 5-pounders. If you have 3, you should be good. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lifting in that tummy. 6. Tummy lifts in toward the spine and up into the rib cage. 10. Counting down. 10. Under that rib cage. 8. 7. Here's 6. 5. 4. I hope you feel it like I do. 3. And 2. And 1. So good. Okay. Awesome. Good. Last thing we're going to do is just one more ab exercise. I'm going to roll those over just a little bit. Okay? So from here, reaching up again, lowering down, caving the tummy in, caving it in. You want to make it so that this tummy presses down with the spine. You're trying to touch the lower back first to the ground. Everything else stays up. Lower back, then middle back, then easing down your upper back, and everything else, head, all of that. From here, you're going to lift it back up and do the reverse. Ready? Tucking the chin, head, upper back, mid back, lower back, keeping the feet on the ground if you can. Lift it up, reverse it, sink it in. Tummy presses toward the ground, reaching for the ground. Lower back comes first, everything else stays lifted. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Down. Woo. Back. Lift in. Reach. Pressing up. There you go. Lower it down. Lower. Sinking in. Lower. And tuck the chin. Upper back. Middle back. Lower back. Now you sink in. Sink that tummy in. Lower back. Middle back. Upper back. And a few more. Neck. Chin. Upper back. Middle back. Lower. Now we start with the lower back. Sink it in. Lower back. Middle back. Upper back. Finish. I'm going to let you finish there. Good job. That was so good. I'm going to let you finish there for today. Awesome job. We're just going to finish off with some stretches. Reaching out and around. Stretching that front arm. Stretching the other arm. Good. Hold it there. And reaching it up and over. Stretching that out a little bit. Back to that. Other side. Lifting it up and over. Look, stretching. Press it behind you. Lift up that chest. Go ahead and stretch out. From here, you're just going to bring the fingertips behind you, pressing the palms in front of you. Pressing the palms down into the ground with the heels of the hands in front of you. Just like that. And then go ahead and flip the top part of the hand over. Instead of the palm, you have the top part down now. Just do a very gentle press through here. This is a good one, but you don't need very much to get a good stretch. You don't want to do it to where it hurts. Good. I'm just going to stand for a bit. Okay. Last few standing exercises. standing up from here, we're going to go ahead and bend your knees, keeping that tailbone tucked underneath again. And you imagine that you're rocking a cute, like, baby or a baby dog or something really cute and fun. You're rocking it and you're rolling back and forth on your abs, on your spine, rolling back and forth, pressing deep through those legs, just rolling, rolling, smooth movements, watery movements, keeping those abs lifted as you reach out, lifted as you reach out, reaching, circling up. You're going to go up and over, over, open, over, lifting in those abs, close, reaching up and over, open, over, reaching in those abs as you reach away, lift and lengthen them, up, and you're just going to go 1, circle it, and 2, circle it, and 3, circle it, 4, circling. One more downward facing dog. Stretch out anything else you need to get to the floor. Last downward facing dog of the day. Pressing up. Oh, getting into those shoulders. Keeping your chin tucked. Heels are reaching for the floor. Tailbone is lifting to the ceiling. You're reaching out of your arms. Feel free to lower to your knees if you want for a slightly deeper and different shoulder stretch. And from here, reach out and come to your child's pose. Finishing off with some deep, deep breaths, lifting yourself up, coming to a cross-legged position. Awesome. We're just going to reach our hands up, taking sort of a yoga finish. Just because of the joy and the sense of completion that this type of finish brings you. You're done. You did a really challenging workout. You did an excellent job with it. And you're getting stronger every day. Reaching up, reaching your arms up as high as you can, and then pull your arms down. And thanking yourself and each other for this awesome, awesome workout. And for all the effort that you put into it to get yourself healthy and strong. Good job. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.